Number 2.
How you doing, Freddie? You right?
Good to see you again. Have a seat.
Well,
Join
it's
us
great
here.
seeing you, too.
You're going to be wrestling in a minute, but Ann, you've done it. You brought we talked about him last week. Now here he is. You hear the crowd is up for you, as always. A favorite, a perennial favorite. Wrestling 2, welcome aboard.
Well, you know, I've watched this show, and I'd like to say to Ann herself, I think she's doing a fantastic job. She's got some good competitive wrestlers, and I think she's going to go a long ways. That's why I'm here. You know me, I've always looked for competition, and I look at like Randy Rose, tough competitor, tough guy, you know, and he has perhaps one of the nastiest attitudes I've ever seen in professional wrestling. So I'm going to look forward to bumping heads with that man. You know, and this is Ron Starr. Right. Another guy, tough guy. He's right alongside of. In fact, matter of fact, I think they kind of rub elbows now and again, don't they?
Pretty close.
That's what I thought.
Well, stand by, because 2 in a couple of minutes is going to be in our first match. And Ann, you've done a great job. You've got wrestling 2. We got some other great men coming too, don't we?
Yes, we've signed some exciting stars for this show today, so stay tuned, fans.
All right, you'll see wrestling 2 and more great action, and we'll be back with our first match after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first match is a one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introduced first in the corner to my right, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, at 225 pounds, Don Sanders. And his opponent, at 232 pounds, from Atlanta, Georgia, Mr. Wrestling 2.
Well, there's the introduction. The Wrestling 2 makes his first appearance for Ann Gunkel on All-South Championship Wrestling. And young Don Sanders, who has to take a back seat to no one, he's coming right up that ladder of professional wrestling, is his opponent. But Wrestling 2's the wily one. He's been around. I was interested when Ann told me that, believe it or not, when he began his career, you see an arm drag takedown by Wrestling 2. When he began his illustrious career, one of the things he did that Ann remembers best was wrestle with her husband, the late, great Ray Gunkel. So from tag matches with Ray Gunkel to his current situation as one of the leading single competitors as well as tag contenders, Wrestling 2. Bobby Simmons told you about a tag team tournament coming up in the near future. You can bet Wrestling 2 will have him a partner. He'll be in it, because he goes where the glory is, and he goes where the fans are. An arm bar by Sanders, and Don Sanders applies some pressure. Nice move by Wrestling 2, and once again, the veteran 2 takes the advantage. Eyes his opponent, looks him over. I'd say 2 weighing in here at about 235, maybe just a little less than Sanders. Wrestling number 2 and Don Sanders, the opening event this week on All-South Championship Wrestling. And wherever you're watching, we hope you're enjoying the matches, and we'll get to the matches live when they come to your area. A side headlock by Wrestling number 2. And at the moment, Sanders unable to extricate himself from it. Whips him into the rope. Hard shoulder smash by Wrestling 2, and another side headlock. And a quick takedown by 2, who's had the advantage throughout most of the early part of this match. Charlie Smith, your referee, another veteran of the wrestling wars. And Charlie, of course, like all of us here, tickled pink to see Wrestling 2 back among the outstanding wrestlers who are being introduced on All-South Championship Wrestling. Good crowd, nice crowd, good responsive crowd here. 2, who's known throughout the trade as a clean wrestler, told to break, did. But I've seen him get his dander up pretty strong when the heat boils. The 2 men square off. Sanders goes into a side headlock. Come on, dude. Come on. Hey, you got Come on, dude. 2 making his move to break the hole. And the crowd urging 2 on, as you can hear. 2 whips him into the rope. Shoulder smash by Sanders. 2 grabs him around the ring. Wraps him up, gets 1, 2, almost got the 3 count, but didn't. Ooh, 2 almost came crashing into him from behind, thought the better of it, and the men circle each other again. Wrestling number 2 clashing with Don Sanders. And the crowd picking up the chant. You can hear that number, 2, 2. Come on, 2. Watch him shoot. Watch him shoot. There again, that referee's position. Now test of strength, as both men lock hands, and this will be a pure test of strength. Two lifting his man slowly but surely. Sanders is a tough competitor, but he's got Sanders down to one knee, and Two seems to be getting just a bit the better of the exchange of strength. Backs his man into the ropes. A funky flip by Wrestling Two, tossing him right over. Another neat takedown by Wrestling Two into a side headlock. And again, Wrestling number Two having the edge at the moment on Don Sanders. He's got the experience, and of course, he's going to have this crowd with him. They were tickled pink to find out that he was coming back into the Georgia fold, and will be seen as part of All-South Championship Wrestling. As Ann Kunkel increases her great array of young wrestlers and adds to it experienced veterans to make it a variety of good wrestlers you'll see anytime that Kunkel Sports comes to town. Side headlock by Sanders. Applying a lot of pressure now on Two. A nice move by Two. Gets him out of the hole. Goes into a front face lock. And Two applying the pressure now to Sanders. Has him down on the canvas. Wrestling number Two. Almost got a little short pop in there, but didn't. And so far, it's been a very good match, and the crowd seems to be enjoying it. I hope you are, wherever you're tuned in. Two's got a head scissor on his opponent. Applying pressure now. And of course, that'll do it. Two asking the referee to ask his opponent if he's had enough, and of course Sanders has taken quite a bit here. This here will cut off your air supply. Now he's got the wrist lock and the scissor, applying a lot of pressure to the wrist and the arm. Sanders slowly getting back on his feet. An arm bar, the arm twist by Wrestling number Two. Applying more pressure to it. Sanders rearing back. Wants to uncork that solid right hand to get out of it. And Two applies more pressure with the arm twist and more, and flips his man back to the mat. And a lot of pressure being put on the left arm of Don Sanders by Wrestling number Two. Again, Sanders rearing back, and the referee warning him, don't use your full fist. Short right to the midsection by Sanders, and another. A short knee takes Sanders down quickly. That famous knee of Wrestling number Two. Side headlock. Short right to the head by Wrestling number Two. Went for the cover and got Two. Covering his man now and sensing the kill. Two barrels his man into the ropes. And the referee will break the hold. Two whips his man to the opposite rope. A backdrop by Wrestling number Two. Two beginning to make his move. Goes for the body slam. Crashes Sanders down to the mat. Looks like he's bracing for that big knee. Sanders slowly getting up, kind of dazed. Ooh, there's that big knee that told he's so famous for. The big knee did it. He got the count of three. Wrestling Two got the count of three with the big knee. That is some kind of hole. When he gets that one going, it's hard to overcome. And so your winner in his initial match is Wrestling number Two. Have Mr. Wrestling number Two, Wildfire Tommy Rich and Jerry Oates come in, because tonight's a big night in Barnesville, Georgia, at the Lamar County High School. I know you're out of breath, partner. It's a darn good match you just had. Congratulations on the win.
Wait a minute.
I am.
Oh.
But you're going to be in Barnesville tonight, Lamar County High, and I know they're going to be just there with open arms for you, too.
Barnesville is where I'm headed. You people out there, remember one thing. Mr. Wrestling 2 is coming your way. I'm looking forward to getting down and seeing all you. And mostly of all, my opponent, whoever he may be.
Woo, he's ready. That's tonight. Let's talk to some more of the fans and some of the guys. Jerry Oates, Cornelia this coming Thursday. And, of course, that's going to be a big one because that's at Habersham High School, Jerry.
It really is, and everybody's excited about Two being here. I'm excited. Tommy Rich is excited, and most of all, Two's excited to be in here. And we're looking forward to that big tournament coming up in College Park on the 21st, Freddie.
That's right. Back to Henderson's Arena. Let's thank all the fans who came there. Wildfire's here, Tommy Rich. So is Nick.
Fired up! Fired up! up. Tuskie's back, baby. Yes, sir. Georgia is back. Henderson, the 21st, we're going to be there. Cornelia, Georgia. Somebody said something about tonight. You know, somebody said TCB. Nick's here. He's got the tights on. Fired up, baby. Yes, sir. Just like I said, Cornelia 2's back, and somebody said something about Georgia's like it used to be.
Nick, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm fired. We're coming back on the 21st to Henderson's. As you can see, I haven't had a real easy time. I've got a black eye here, and that's just the least of the sore spots that I have. But if you think a little black eyes will stop me, Randy Rose, you're sadly mistaken, and I'll be coming back right after you.
All right, that's wrestling number 2. Wildfire Tommy Rich, Jerry Oates, Nick Patrick. Look for him for Gunkel Sports.
Titan is coming your way.
Okay, the introductions for a tag team event that will feature Wildfire Tommy Rich from Nashville, Tennessee, and his partner Jerry Oates from Columbus, Georgia. The Gladiator from parts unknown, and Scott Insko from Pittsburgh, PA. Jerry Oates meeting the Gladiator to start things off. Wildfire urging his partner on. And tag team action has brought a lot of response for All South in recent weeks. Quick tag made by Jerry with Tommy, and into the fray comes Wildfire. Don't forget that tag team tournament coming up soon, fans. And you'll be hearing a lot more about the entries. I think a lot of the men are still trying to decide who their partner is going to be, which makes it all the more interesting. The matches leading up to tournament time, which will be June 21st, if you're around the Atlanta or College Park area, that's where it'll take place. Boy, that's going to be very interesting. Well, you saw Tommy tag back with Jerry Oates, the Gladiator applying an arm lock, which Jerry has reversed. A snap mare by Jerry Oates, and Oates takes the advantage on the Gladiator. The Gladiator and Scott Insko taking on Jerry Oates and Wildfire Tommy Rich in our second bout on All South Championship Wrestling. Good crowd response tonight, wherever you're watching, whether it's daytime. Sometimes you do these programs at night, knowing that they'll be seen probably during a daytime hour. But regardless of what the time of day is, the point is whenever you get to the matches live and see them, you will thoroughly enjoy them. Tommy crashing across the throat. Snap mare on the Gladiator. So far, it's been all Rich and Jerry Oates. I haven't seen Insko in the action yet, but that's bound to happen soon. Jerry and Tommy. There's the tag made by the Gladiator. And here comes our first look at Scott Insko of Pittsburgh. Side headlock by Insko. Nice snap mare, takes Oates to the mat, and then Jerry works his way out. Has a pinning hold there. He got 2 count and almost had the pin very early in the match. An arm bar by Oates, a tag with Tommy. Wildfire comes back into the action. Spins him across the rope. Hard elbow smash to the throat. Tommy goes for the suplex. Tough move, a good suplex by Rich. Got a 2 count. So both he and Jerry have had 2 counts early. And Insko, a bit groggy, whipped into the ropes. Takes a hard right to the midsection. Tommy went for the cover, didn't get the 3, but again, they're pouring the punishment to Scott Insko. Welcome south, brother. That knee to the chin. And another knee by Jerry Oates. And the man from Pittsburgh, PA is being treated rather rudely by the southern gentleman, if you will, at this stage. A hard 2-fisted blow by Jerry Oates. And right on top of it, Tommy Rich gets the pin.